Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game number 4 of the 1909 World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and Detroit Tigers. Pittsburgh Pirates lead this series 2-1. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup for game number 4. We got leading off for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, playing third base, Bobby Byrne. Batting second, playing center field, Tommy Leach. Batting third, playing left field, Fred Clark. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, Hornus Wagner. Batting fifth, playing second base, Dots Miller. Batting sixth, playing first base, Bill Abstein. Batting seventh, playing right field, Owen Wilson. Batting sixth, doing the catching, George Gibson. Batting ninth and making his first start of the World Series, doing the pitching, is Lefty LEFTY. And for the hometown Detroit Tigers, leading off, playing left field, Davy Jones. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Donnie Bush. Batting third, playing right field, is Ty Cobb. Batting fourth, playing center field, is Sam Crawford. Batting fifth, playing second base, is Jim Delaney. Batting sixth, playing third base, is George Moriarty. Batting seventh, playing first base, is Tommy Jones. Batting eighth, doing the catching, is Oscar Strange. And on the mound doing the pitching is George MILLIN. And let's get to the field and get this game started. And we got leading off for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bobby Byrne. He's only batting .077, 1 for 13 in this World Series, going up against George MILLIN. He was 0-1. He only pitched 2 innings in game number 1, gave up 4 hits and 4 runs, struck out 1, has an 18 ERA. And here's the pitch from George. Here's the 2-0 count as we take a trip around the park. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. That'll be out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the first. That brings up Tommy Leach, who is not having a very good World Series either. He is batting .091. He is 1 for 11. See if Tommy can get aboard here for the Pirates. And that's going to be a ground ball past third. That'll be in the right field for us. So the Pirates got a runner on with 1 out here in the top of the first. And up to the plate steps Fred Clark. Clark's batting .334. He's 4 for 12 in this series. And here's the pitch from George, a 1-0 pitch. And he's off and running. And there won't even be a throw down the second. He's in there safely with a stolen base, gets in the scoring position. And Fred Clark at the plate with a 1-3-2 count on him. And he hits the ball, slow roller down the short. That'll get the runner over to third. Now there's 2 outs. And here is the man you want up if you're a Pirates fan, Hornus Wagner, batting .455. He has a homer and 2 RBIs in this World Series. Can he get his third and put the Pirates on top here in the top of the first? Here's the pitch to Wagner. That ball is hit in the center field, and that'll be over his head for at least a double. Hornus Wagner's got an RBI. The Pirates are up 1-0. So he's standing there at second. So Wagner comes through, puts the Pirates on the board. Now you got Wagner down at second with Miller up. Miller's batting a .182. He does have a homer and 2 RBIs in this series, though, easily. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Miller. That ball's lifted into center field, and that'll be caught for out number 3. But the Wagner double puts the Pirates on the board, and we go to the bottom of the first. Pirates 1, Tigers coming to the plate. Jones, Bush, and Cobb due up here. And Davy Jones is batting .273 with an RBI, going up against Lefty LEFTY. This is Lefty's first appearance in the World Series. And here's the 1-2 pitch from Lefty. And that ball, the Tigers got the tying run down at first with nobody out. And up to the plate steps Donnie Bush. Bush is batting .273. He's 3 for 11. You got Davy Jones down there at first. And nobody out. And here's the pitch. That ball's in the dirt for ball 1. But Jones goes nowhere. Gibson makes a good job stomping it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ball 2. He throws down the first, but he's back safely. No, they pick him off. Sorry about that, folks. They pick him off. Davy Jones gets picked off at first. Let's take a look at that. That erases the base hit. Nice job by Gibson. So now there's 1 down. And the 2-0 pitch coming. And that's going to be ripped into left field. And that's going to be out for out number 2. Hit well, but not well enough. It brings up Ty Cobb now with nobody on. Let's take a look at this weather. We got 17,926 at the park. Clear skies and 57 degrees. And the wind blowing out to center field. Let's see if that helps these balls go. Here's the pitch to Ty Cobb. And they strike Cobb out. And that's the end of the inning. They had a single, gets erased on the pickoff. And it's 1-0 Pirates as we go to the top of the second. Obstein, Wilson, and Gibson due up here against George MILLIN. And here's the first pitch to him. And that ball is hit down the third, right on the line. And nice play by Moriarty for out number 1. Up to the plate now is Owen Wilson, batting .444 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Wilson. And he swings and misses. 2 up and 2 down. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the second. George Gibson's up now. George is 2 for 7 with a homer and 2 RBIs, batting .286. And Sports Legends Universe joins us here today. Check out his great channel with his franchise all-stars in both football and baseball. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the second. It is bottom of the second, rather. It is 1-0 Pittsburgh. We got Crawford, Delaney, and Moriarty due up here for these Detroit Tigers. Sam Crawford's having a hell of a series, batting .455, 2 homers, and 6 RBIs. So if you're a Pirates fan, this is when you want to see him leading off an inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Crawford. And that's going to be lined right down the third. And Burns makes the catch for out number 1. This is like deja vu all over again. That's what happened in the top of the inning. And a line out to second. Let's see if LEFTY can strike out Delaney. That's what happened in the top of the inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. No, he gets a piece of that one. Drives that in the right field for a base hit. That goes up against the wall. He's headed to second. And he's headed to third. He's a brown-eyed, handsome man. He's in there with a triple, folks. Delaney with a 1-out triple. The Pirates will play back for the out. They'll give up the tying run as George Moriarty comes to the plate. George is struggling in this series, batting .091, 1 for 11. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's a big swing and a miss. Nice job there by Lefty LEFTY for out number 2. The runner stays put at third. Gives him a chance to get out of this inning with nobody scoring. And here comes Tom Jones in from Las Vegas, only batting .091 also. He's 1 for 11. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's a slow grounder down the second, over to first. And the triple stays down there at third. Pirates get out of this with nobody scoring. Detroit strands one. To the top of the third we go. The Pirates holding on to a 1-0 lead. You got Lefty LEFTY up, Byrne and Leach. And this is Lefty's first plate appearance for the Pirates. And he takes strike three looking. And that's the second strikeout for George. To the top of the order we go. Bobby is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Byrne. And he swings and misses back-to-back strikeouts. And George strike out the side here. Tommy Leach, he got a single his first time up. Here's the 0-2 pitch, came around to score on Wagner's double. And that's a 1-2-3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Strikes out the side. George MILLIN mows him down in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. You have Oscar Strange, MILLIN, and Jones due up here. Oscar is 0 for 1 in this World Series. Here's the 2-2 pitch, his first start of the series. And that's going to be what the heck just happened there? We'll have to look at the replay. That was a terrible camera angle. See what happened here. And he hits him, folks. So you got a runner down at first, nobody out. George MILLIN up. George, this is his first plate appearance. He pitched in game 1 and was taken out before he could even get on the bat. See if George puts the bunt down here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's bunting it foul. Now there's 2 strikes on him. Will they keep the bunt sign on? Here's the 0-2 pitch. He bunts and misses. And that's strikeout number 2, number 3 for Lefty. And that brings up Davy Jones, the runner still at first. Jones is 1 for 1 today. And he squares the bunt. He misses. And that's 2 strikes on him. See if they keep the bunt sign on for Jones. They take it off. He swings. That ball's hit down the second. Only plays over to first. So that gets the job done like a bunt. Gets the runner in the scoring position now with 2 outs for Donnie Bush. Donnie's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 2-2 count on him. Ground ball down the short. Should be an easy play for Hornus. Over to first for out number 3. Tigers strand another. We go to the top of the 4th. It's still 1-0 Pittsburgh. We got Clark, Wagner, and Miller due up here. Clark is 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch to Fred, 0-1 count. He wraps that up the middle. Over to second to first for out number 1. Here brings up Hornus Wagner, who doubled and drove in a run his first time. Can Hornus get something started here with 1 out? And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Hornus Wagner's trying to put these Pirates on his shoulder and carry him across the finish line here today. Wagner with excellent speed at first. Miller's up now. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Hornus is off and running. And he'll make it down there safely with a stolen base. And that is Hornus' 3rd stolen base of the series. Now he's in scoring position with Miller. And here's the 2-1 pitch to Dot. And that's a grounder down the short. He'll look the runner back to second. Fire over to first for out number 2. So it leaves it up to Bill Abstein to drive in Hornus. Bill's struggling here. Only has 1 hit in this series. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he looks at strike 3. So Hornus gets stranded down in second. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Cobb, Crawford, and Delaney due up. Ty Cobb is 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch to Ty. And he gets contact this time, lifts it in the center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Cobb on with a leadoff single. That brings up Sam Crawford. Not who you want up today, though. And here's the first pitch to him. And Cobb's off and running, and they got him out waiting for him to get down there. So that erases the base hit. Now there's 1 out and nobody on for Crawford. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Sam. And that's going to be a drive in the right field. And that ball is out of here, folks. Sam Crawford with a solo shot. How big was that caught stolen base now? I'm surprised they sent Cobb with Crawford up. Crawford ties this ball game up. Let's take a look at this. That ball was hit 443 feet into the air. Nice job by Sam Crawford. Tie this ball game up. He's a one-man wrecking crew here in this series. I didn't want to click that. Return to the game. Sorry about that. I want to take off the weather there. Get rid of the weather. There we go. Now we got Jim Delaney up. 1 out and nobody on. Delaney's 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Delaney's aboard here with 1 out. And that brings up George Moriarty. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to George. And that ball is cracked in the right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. There's making some noise here as Lefty is having a bit of problem. That brings up Tom Jones. He's play ball. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Tom. And that's ball 4. And the good part is now there's a force at any base. It brings up Oscar Strange. He walked his first time up. And here's the first pitch to Oscar. That ball is lifted in the center field. And that'll be out number 2. Will the runner tag up? Nothing lead. We got first and second now with George Moriarty at second, Jones at first, and George MILLIN here to help his own cause. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That ball's hit down the short. He'll go over to first for out number 3, but the Tigers scored 2. A solo homer by Crawford and a base hit makes it 2-1 Tigers. We go to the top of the 5th. Owens, Gibson, and LEFTY due up. And Owen Wilson is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Mr. Wilson. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Easy play out there for out number 1. Brings up George Gibson, who's 0 for 1 today. And here's the pitch to George, and he'll take ball number 4. He walks on down the first with a 1-out walk. Brings up Lefty. Lefty's 0 for 1 when he tried to bunt George into scoring position. Here's the pitch to him. He squares the bunt. He misses it for strike 1. George still down at first. Lefty at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He squares again, gets this one down, hit back to the mound. That'll get the runner over into second with 2 outs now. And back to the top of the order we go to Mr. Bobby Byrne. And to say the least, Bobby is due. He is 0 for 2 today, 1 for 15 in the series. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And that ball is hit, swung on and missed. And that'll be strikeout number 4, I think. And that'll end the inning. The Pirates strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Top of the order due up here for the Tigers. Jones, Bush, and Cobb. Davy Jones is 1 for 2 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. And that'll see who makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1. Miller makes the catch down there at second. And Donnie Bush is up now, 0 for 2 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Donnie. And that ball is hit into right field. That should be out number 2. Wilson makes that play. 2 up and 2 down here. Tie Cobb up. Cobb 1 for 2 today. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Cobb. And that ball's hit in the right field. And that'll be out number 3. So the Tigers go down in order. 1, 2, 3 to the top of the 6 we go. Leach, Clark, and Wagner due up here. Tommy's 1 for 2 today. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Tommy. And I believe we got a new pitcher on the mound here, as that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is in there for a lead. And we do have a new pitcher. Ed Wilt came out of the pen. He has pitched in previous games. He's pitched 5 innings, given up 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 4. Has a 3.6 ERA as Tim D joins us here today. So now you got Tommy down there at second and Fred Clark at the plate. Tying run in scoring position with great speed. Let's see if Fred Clark can deliver here. Here's the 1-1 pitch to him. That ball is lifted in the center field, and the runner's going to stay down there at second with 1 out. And that brings up Hortus Wagner. Wagner is 2 for 2 today with an RBI. He's driven in the lone run here for the Pirates. Can he double his pleasure here, tie this game up? Here's the 1-2 pitch to Hortus. And that ball is hit down to second. That'll get the runner over to third with 2 outs. So the tying run 90 feet away for Miller. Can Miller get a base hit here and tie this ball game up? Here's the 1-0 pitch to Dots. And that ball is hit in the right field. And that should be caught for out number 3. So the Pirates strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 2-1 ball game. You got Crawford, Delaney, and Moriarty up here. And Sam Crawford is carrying these Tigers, folks. He is 1 for 2 today with a solo homer. He's batting .462 in the series, 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch, Crawford. 1-0 pitch from Lefty. And that ball is hit in the right field. And that ball is deep. That ball is out of here, folks. Sam Crawford is the man. 2 home runs in this World Series game alone. Let's take a look at this. That ball went 392 feet. Sam Crawford is killing these Pirates. His 4th home run of the World Series, his 2nd one in this game alone. Gives the Tigers a 3-1 lead. Nice hit is right. It says it's clear skies, Tim. That's the crazy part. Yeah, it says it's clear skies at the weather report. So it is now 3-1 Detroit. And that brings up Jim Delaney, who's 2 for 2 today. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jim. That ball is going to be ripped in the center field. That's going to get over his head and go to the wall. And Lefty struggling here in the 6th inning. How far will he go is the question. And he's going to stop at second for a double. So the Tigers now have a runner in scoring position for George Moriarty. Moriarty's 1 for 2 today. And here's the 1-0 pitch to George. And that ball is hit in the nice leaping catch by Hortus. Wagner robs him of a base hit. Let's look at that again. Wagner just saved a hit, maybe a run. So Wagner doing it everywhere in the field and at the bat, trying to keep these Pirates in this game. So now there's 1 down. Tom Jones is up. Tom's 0 for 1 today. And they walk him. Don't understand giving Tom Jones, who's batting .081 in the series, a free pass. I know they're trying to set up the double play, but still, it brings up Oscar Strange. he has a sacrifice fly in this game. He has walked his other time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that ball is hit in the center field. Like I say, I don't understand that strategy. Now to score another run on the double, and it is now 4-1. And you got Ed Wilt, first time batting the day after coming in to relieve George Mullin. And Ed is 0 for 1 in this World Series. Here's the 0-1 pitch to him. And that's going to make it through the drawn in infield. The Tigers are just imploding on these Pirates. Now to score two, a 2 RBI hit, because we don't need no stinking DH. And just like that, it's 6-1 Tigers. Back to the top of the order, still just one out. Davy Jones is 1 for 3 today. Ed down there at second with average speed. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that ball's lifted in the right field. How far is that going to go? And that's going to be caught for out number 2. The runner will stay there at second, and that brings up Bush. Bush is 0 for 3 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Donnie. And that ball's grounded back to the mound. That should end the inning, but the Pirates give up 4 as the Tigers go deep with Sam Crawford, and back-to-back doubles make this a 6-1 ball game. So we go to the top of the 7th. The bottom part of the order due up here. We got Abstain, Wilson, and Gibson due up here. And Bill is 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bill. And that's going to be a slow roller down the second. Can of corn for out number 1. And that'll bring up Wilson. He was 0 for 2 today. Can Wilson get aboard here? Pirates need base runners in the worst way. And that's going to be slapped down the second. 2 ground balls the second, 2 outs. And up to the plate now is George Gibson. And Gibson is 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to George. And he strikes him out. And the Pirates go down 1-2-3. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's Detroit 6, Pittsburgh 1. And we got the Deacon on the mound. I didn't realize he came in the game in the last inning. Gave up 2 hits and 2 runs out of those 4 and walked 1. I didn't even realize they made a pitching change. I wish it would come up and let you know. So you got Ty, Cobb, Crawford, and Delaney due up here against the Deacon. Cobb 1 for 3 today. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Cobb. And that ball is hit into left field. And going back and watching this one leave the park, Ty Cobb with a solo homer. These Tigers are blasting this ball out of Detroit. Take a look at that. Cobb's first home run of the series, I should say. These Tigers are showing some power here today. The ball is flying out of the park. I'm going to measure 380 feet. It's 7-1. Now you got the man of the hour and the man of the series for the Tigers up. Sam Crawford 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. Can he hit 3 home runs, be the first man in series history to hit 3 home runs in the same game? Here's the count to Crawford. And that ball is popped up a mile high. That'll bring rain with it, but that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Jim Delaney. Delaney is 3 for 3 today. And here's the first pitch to Delaney. And that's going to be driven in left field. That one's going to get him. He's in there with a Delaney with a 1-out double and scoring position for George Moriarty, who's 1 for 3 today. Here's the 1-2 number 2. And that brings up Tom Tom Jones. They intentionally walked Jones the last time, and Oscar Strange hit a. Here's the pitch to Tom Jones. He swings at it. He hits that ball into right field, but a nice diving catch down there at second robs him of a base hit. Let's look at that again. Thought that ball was going to make it through the infield. Nice catch. Shoestring catch gets him out. But Ty Cobb's solo homer makes it 7-1. We go to the top of the eighth. Pirates got a lot of work to do. They'll have a pitch hitter for the Deacon back to the top of the order in Bobby Byrne and Tommy Leach. Pitch hit in this series. Can he go 3 for 3? Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he swings and misses for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go, and Bobby Byrne. Bobby's 0 for 3 today, 1 for 16 in the series. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bobby. And that ball is lifted mile high, and Gibson's waiting for it to come down. Makes the catch. Strange, rather, makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Yeah, exactly. Some poor horse out there was in trouble, ain't he? Yeah. And that'll bring up. And here's the first pitch to Leach. And that's popped up and that'll end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning goes the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 7-1 Detroit. Strange, Edwitt, and Jones due up here in the bottom of the 8th. Oscar is no. Nice play down there at first. Takes a hit away from Strange, and that brings up Charlie O'Leary. He comes off the bench, and here's the 1-1 pitch to O'Leary. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third over to first for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. And back to the top of the order, and Davy Jones. Jones is 1 for 4 today. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Jones. 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 9th. And Kid Spire comes out to close out this game for the Tigers. He'll face Clark and Miller. Clark is 0 for 3 today. And that's a slow grounder. And Kid comes off the mound, fires over the first to get Clark for out number 1. And that'll bring up Hornus Wagner now. Wagner is to gave him a 1-0 lead way back in the first. Here's the pitch to Wagner. That's going to be driven into the gap in right field. A nice catch out there by Crawford. No, he didn't catch it. It looked like he caught it, but that's a base hit by Hornus Wagner. Thought Crawford caught that one. Must have took it on a bounce. So Hornus Wagner's doing his part for the Pirates. The rest of the team needs to take his lead. Yeah, it dropped just in front of him. Just in front of him. So that brings up Dots Miller. Dots one here. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Miller down by 6. And that's going to be lifted in the right field. Cobb's out there. Makes the catch for out number 2. And the Pirates are down to their last out. Bill Abstein's up. Here's the pitch to Bill. 1-2 count. And he strikes out, and that ends the game. The Tigers win this one 7-1. Tie this series up at 2 games apiece. Take a look here at the box score. Tigers, 7 runs on 12 hits and no 2 batters to get a hit. Tommy was 2 for 4. Hornish Wagner 3 for 4. And the rest of the team had goose eggs, folks. The Pirates left 5 men on base. And for the Tigers, you had Jim Delaney, a perfect 4 for 4. Sam Crawford, 2 homers, 2 for 4 with 2 solo shots. Who else had homers in this game? You had Ty Cobb had a homer. And is that it? Yep. Ty Cobb and Sam Crawford with 2 home runs in this game. Lefty picks up the loss, goes 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 1, struck out 3, gave up 2 homers. The Deacon comes in, doesn't do well at all. An inning and a third, 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, and gave up a homer. Sam Lever comes in, gets 2/3 of an inning, strikes out 1, and Powell comes in, pitches the bottom of the 8th, and gets a strikeout. And for the Tigers, George Mullin goes 5 innings, picks up the win, 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 6. Ed Wilt comes in, goes 3 innings, 1 hit, struck out 2. Kid Spire comes in, pitches the 9th, gives up a hit, and gets a strikeout. I know 3 homers in 1909 is crazy, ain't it, Tim? Now, well, I think we're going to head back to Pittsburgh, yep, for game number 5. Double dinger, extra base machine, and a hit machine. So we'll be going back to Pittsburgh. You'll have Ed Summers going up against Babe Adams in the pivotal game number 5. See who can take the lead in this series. I want to thank Tim D and Legend Sports Universe for stopping in here today. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Detroit heading to Pittsburgh, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.